Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Get In Line podcast. I'm Tyler here, my co-host,
Joe.
and we're gonna do another episode here today for you guys. We got a lot to talk about, but before we go on to anything, I just want to talk about what happened in Game 5 of the Warriors and Raptors. So, first of all, prayers up to Kevin Durant for everything that happened. We believe that it's supposed to be an Achilles injury, and I'm just hoping for the best for him and his family and whatever he decides to do this year in free agency. It's just hard to see somebody that is this good, Joe, that goes down with an injury like that. You know, we go back all the way to Kobe Bryant, who had that Achilles injury against Golden State, and he hit the 2 free throws on the free throw line with a torn Achilles, and he was never the same after that. So I just wish that Kevin Durant a really speedy recovery, and that he just gets well soon. So I just wanted to get that off my chest before we start anything. So, but first, I think we should talk about what happened in Game 5, what you saw, what I saw, and we'll just compare on that. So, first of all, what did you see in Game 5 that led to Golden State winning that game?
Basically, Game 5, the Warriors took advantage of Toronto in many ways, in the fact that they had Durant on the court, and Toronto, they should have prepped for Durant a little more, but they maybe didn't prep for him pretty well. But when he goes on the court, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson play so much better, and they play way better when he's on the court. KD didn't miss a three the entire time he was on the court. Steph and Klay played a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Curry didn't shoot the ball efficiently, but Klay still did in terms of threes. But they still both played. Like, Curry finally won the game, I think, for them, or put them in a position to win, because he tied the game up for them, allowing Klay Thompson to score that big three. And also, Draymond Green played excellent defense that game. Golden State just outplayed Toronto, but Toronto was always in it. Like, if you notice, basically, when Golden State was going on that run in the first quarter, Golden State was getting all the momentum, it felt like. But if you look at the score, Toronto was 3 points back, 2 points back, 1 point back. So Toronto was still in the game. So that just says a lot about Toronto, what they can do on the floor too. And I started kind of pulling for the Warriors after KD got hurt, because that was a bad injury. And I knew that the media was lying to everybody with the calf strain. I knew it, because when he first got hurt that first time, he screwed something up. It was worse, but he wanted to play. So they gave him 4 weeks off, the GM said. And then the GM says after he hurts himself now, that's an Achilles injury. And then he's blaming himself for putting him out too early, because he knew that he already screwed up his Achilles. And then this just added on to it, because it looked like it was the same thing but a lot worse. So it looks like an Achilles tear. So Durant could be out for a while. And I don't know if this could be career threatening. I was thinking about that, but it definitely could be a potential factor, because he aggravated it again on top of already made pretty bad injury that he had against Houston. And now he just tore it because it was already screwed up. He shouldn't have played last night. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So Kevin Durant, what we think is his right Achilles, we think he tore it. And if he tore his Achilles, every single player in NBA history that's torn their Achilles has been out at least minimum 220 days in between that or more. So does Kevin Durant come back the same?
Well, no, you don't. Obviously, you don't. You never do. But you're gonna be different. Paul George came back a little different, and then look at him.
He's better,
arguably better. Yeah. But Gordon Hayward did too, and Gordon Hayward is now an
DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins is getting no minutes on the Warriors, and that's another thing. DeMarcus, I've been saying it since game 1 about him, but Boogie. When they use him the right way, they're going to win. And I literally have said the wrong way. They only played him 8 minutes game 1. They lost. And then the next game, he played, the entire
minutes.
game. Well, yeah, all right.
But he played efficiently.
Game, half the game. And he played really good. And then the next 2 games, they barely played him because he was playing kind of shitty. And then, boom. He plays so much in this game when KD goes down. And DeMarcus Cousins had an insane game. He shot 6 of 8. From the field, made all his shots, played great defense, rebounded the basketball, stole the ball, passed the ball. He played smart. He was good. He shot the ball well. He went on a little run when he first went in for Golden State. Golden State played amazing, but now they got to go back to work because guess what? They're going back to Golden State, but Toronto's not scared of them. And Toronto has beaten them both times this series when they went to Golden State without Durant. And, I do think that Golden State and Oracle and everybody's going to rally off this KD injury.
I think it's just...
Yeah, I think it's giving them momentum, and that's going to play to their advantage.
No, yeah, I was just going to say is that I went to the gym this morning, and I always talk to the same guy, like, at the front desk, and he's a big basketball fan. He's a huge Nets fan, like you. You're a big Nets fan. And he watches, like, every game. Like, he's so, like, into it. Like, he might be a bigger fan than me and you, but I was like, you still think the Warriors are winning the series? Because we just always talk about it. And he goes, yes. He's like, I think they're so emotionally driven now that Kevin Durant went hurt. And it was so, again, emotional for them to see that happen to their best player. That's KD's team. And to see that happen after he was gone for over a month and him to go down in the second quarter. So he was just like, and I agree with him that the Warriors are just going to be so emotionally driven to win the series for him. Like, this championship is for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, no,
and
I agree.
think that might be the case for why they're going to win the championship. Like, obviously,
I think it can make. I think that's the reason why they're going to go 7.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's the reason why they're winning because Game 7 on the road. Last time we saw Steph Curry in Game 7 on the road, he choked. He didn't score in the last 4 minutes. They're not going to have Durant. They will have Clay. They will have Draymond. They will have Iggy, who won the Finals MVP. They will have Clay. They will have weapons. But Toronto's a scary place. I know they just won. But Toronto's in that game.
Mm-hmm.
So Toronto only lost by 1.
Yeah.
Like, they lost by 1 point. So it wasn't like they got their butts kicked.
No,
They were in the game. It was terrible play call. Nick Nurse did really bad coaching down the stretch.
He called that dumb timeout.
But that's like he would never do that. Like he was thinking of a different reason, which the reason I understand, but I would never do that.
Yeah, but like
he was giving Kawhi rest.
Toronto was on a 9-0 run and they had the ball, and he calls a timeout.
He was giving Kawhi rest because Kawhi wasn't feeling good, obviously.
Yeah, he was tired.
Not even that he was tired. He's playing hurt. He's playing banged up, not injured, but he's playing a little hurt.
What was his injury?
I forgot what it was. It's either in his shoulder or his leg. I forgot. I honestly forgot.
But he's playing a little bit
like
injured,
like banged up. Yeah, nothing like crazy like
and
how
then,
Lillard was or anything.
Did you see what he said last night when somebody was like,
that
"Kawhi, why didn't you take the last shot?" And
he
was like,
doubled.
Yeah.
What? That was so crazy.
He was like, two guys stepped up on me.
Yeah, like Golden State was harassing.
No, that was a good shot for Lowry, and then you look at it again, Draymond Green blocked that.
Yeah, Draymond Green played amazing defense. Literally, the Raptors. The Warriors played really good defense. They caused Toronto to commit so many turnovers.
And then literally yesterday, Joe, when we were watching the game together, you called it that the Warriors, they were down 9. They were down 7 or 9. I think it was 103-97, so they're down 6. And then you're like, watch, they're going to hit 2 threes and they're going to tie the game.
I only say that because they were going to rally off the KD injury, and they're the best backcourt, probably, shooting backcourt.
Ever.
Yeah, so I kind of put faith. I was like, all right, there's so much stuff going their way in this particular game. And I was like, KD just got hurt in the game. It's very, emotional. And they were shooting the ball way, way, way better. They shot, as a team, 47.6% from the 3-point line. That's insane.
And
Toronto shot 8 of 32.
No, I know. And I just got an alert from Bleacher Report.
That's 25%. That's terrible.
It said that KD was not even close to 100% last night.
Yeah, no way.
So they definitely rushed his injury.
Oh, yeah, they definitely rushed his injury.
Which is, they just needed him back on the court. That's what it was. And now, I don't know, being a Warrior fan, I'm still scared, obviously. They could still lose in Game 6. Game 6 not even
possible.
it's a lock for a win. It's not.
It's not a lock for a win, but I think more goes in favor of Golden State. But you have to be aware that Toronto's done this to Golden State both times this series.
Yeah. And I'm surprised Toronto's lost in Toronto.
Well, because they didn't shoot the ball good.
Yeah.
Golden State played way good defense. They spaced out the floor better. They didn't have to double anybody. They could work with one-on-ones on everyone. And then, well, actually, no, I'm sorry. They didn't have to worry about doubling people. But they could if they wanted to, and they harassed Kawhi a little bit. Kawhi had 5 turnovers. That's not a normal game for Kawhi to have 5 turnovers in a game. Curry had 4 turnovers. still shot the ball efficiently, still played good. He had a great game.
He had
Kawhi had
31.
5 turnovers. He had a great game, but he lost the game, and Curry won it. So that's like the difference. So it's like, but I could still see, like, because they didn't shoot, like, that's not a normal shooting night for them. 8 of 30, 8 of 32, that's 25%.
Is that for Toronto?
Yeah, from 3. That's not normal. That's not normal for Toronto.
I think
They're not that bad.
Golden State, I think, after halftime was shooting over 50% from 3.
Golden State was sick. Golden State played better defense. Golden State shot the ball better. It's just that's what it comes down to, just defensive intensity and shooting the ball better in terms of free throws, 3-pointers, anything like your overall field goal percentage. You got to shoot better, and you can't commit turnovers, which they committed more turnovers than Toronto actually, which is crazy. And
but they just shot the ball better.
Yeah, they just shot the ball better. So
it was just crazy to see Kawhi Leonard go off at the end.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard
he had 9 straight points.
Kawhi was killing it. He just was making 3 after 3. I was like, damn. That was sick.
I really thought the Warriors were gonna lose, and then you go Tyler. You're like, they're gonna hit threes.
I had a feeling.
And then Clay hit that Curry hit that fadeaway 3, and then Clay hit that 3 with 2 people in his mouth.
He caught. Well, no, he pump faked Kawhi.
Oh no, okay. Curry hit the 3 with the 2 people in the mouth.
Curry like kind of went. And
he faded away.
Kind of faded away with like 2 people. Yeah, about like.
Like he had space.
Yeah, he had space.
And then Clay caught it, pump faked, and then wide open for 3.
He pump faked Kawhi with 57 seconds left, and then nailed the wide open 3.
And then that tied the game, right?
No, that he won.
No, that was the 3. That was
Curry
tied the game. Clay got the scored it. And who scored the 2 for them? It was Kawhi, right? Kawhi scored the 2 for Toronto to make it a 1-point game, right?
I think so.
Yeah, right.
I think so.
I'm trying to think of what happened.
No, it was okay. It was 103 to 97.
Yep.
Steph 103
to 97.
103 to 100. Steph hit the fadeaway to tie it. Clay hit the 3 to put it up by 3.
Yep.
And then I think Kawhi made the 2, or Kyle Lowry or something. No, Kyle Lowry made a layup.
Yeah, you're right.
On the left-hand
side.
Yeah,
you're right. But what does that game say about Golden State?
It's good defense.
Just went by 1.
They were resilient without KD at the end.
Yeah.
So, and that's good. And now they're about to go home, and this is a lot of momentum for them. Huge momentum.
You don't even like.
But it could be stopped because hey, think about it. Aside from that brick that Kyle Lowry had, he had a pretty good game last night. So did Marc Gasol, and so did Serge Ibaka. So people still played good. Like it was a good game on both sides. Just Golden State just outplayed Toronto. The Golden State played a lot better.
Right. And now we'll see what happens in Game 6 at Oracle. So going away from that now, I want to talk about Kevin Durant, like just him as an individual.
Yeah.
So him was reported that he tore his Achilles. What does this mean now for his future? So what are the options that Kevin Durant has going into free agency this year?
The way I see it, me personally, his 3 options is that, well, overall, I don't think any team is going to be scared to pursue Kevin Durant in free agency. It's not going to be a DeMarcus Cousins situation where, you're scared to pursue him because he just tore his ACL, because he's a big man and he's injury prone and he hasn't really done anything at that point in his career. Now he obviously is a center on a championship team, but not yet. Assumed maybe championship team. But now DeMarcus is producing in the playoffs. But now this is a guy, Kevin Durant, who's the best player in the league. Not a discussion anymore after last night. No way. Because you see how much he means to this team and how much they freaking need him to win this. They need Kevin Durant to win these finals. I still believe it. I still believe they need him. They need him on the court. But they have him, like, emotionally, I guess, like in their heads, like in their hearts and stuff. But, like, they need him on the court. Look what happens when he's on the court. Everyone's making their shots. Every single Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Durant. They had, as a team, they had like 33 points in the first quarter, right? Did you know that KD, Steph, and Klay had 31 of them? Like, they all shot the ball great. KD didn't miss a 3. Steph didn't miss a 3 in the beginning for a while. Klay was hitting his shots in the beginning. Toronto was still in the game. But with me, just my reasoning for this is that him being on the court, just simply him being there, opens up so much more for Steph and Klay to be better. He's so good that he makes these 2 guys so much better. It's, like, insane. I'm not talking about MVP is kind of a solo award, so to be MVP, you kind of got to be the only guy doing that on your team. Like, no one on the Warriors, they knew that. They all sacrificed their MVPs, KD and Steph, when they joined Golden State. So, mostly KD. Steph kind of did it by default, but KD now, everyone's seeing that he's so important. He could go anywhere in their playoff team. any team, they're in the playoffs no matter what. He's that good. He elevates Steph Curry's shooting in the playoffs. He elevates Clay, who's already nice. Clay had 7 of 13 threes. And that's insane. And the Warriors' team shot 47 points. That's the highest they've shot this whole series, and KD was out there. Like, he makes his team so much better without even, like, directly assisting them. Like, he's so good. Defensively, KD plays good. He's fiery. He's arguing with Van Vliet. Like,
you like to see that. You like to see the trash talk.
There's not, like, Brian Windhorst last night, like, on ESPN, said that the NBA has, like, changed now. Like, I kind of see where he's saying that. I don't agree to that extent, but I know what he's saying. Like, because KD, like, now it's an open market. Every team's going to probably pursue KD.
Oh, yeah.
Like, every team. And give him anything, and no matter what. Any team that KD wants to go to long term, whether it be Golden State, New York Knicks, LA Clippers, Brooklyn Nets, Washington Wizards, whatever it's going to be, like, he's going to meet with them, and they'll give him whatever. Because in long term, if he wants to be there, there's nothing that he can't do. So that's an option because it's not going to really affect it. So that's one option. Signing anywhere for a long-term deal. Having KD knowing that when he comes back, he's going to be a monster because I believe he will. Because he still played amazing hurt.
Yeah.
Like, amazing. He played so good.
He missed one shot.
He played amazing. He didn't miss a three. He contested threes,
he was
dribbling,
3 for 3 on
hitting
threes.
shots off the dribble. He was killing it. KD was playing awesome hurt last night.
Do you think that was the last time we saw KD in the Warriors jersey?
Yeah. I think so. But I mean, I'm not gonna get to that day yet. But I just want to talk about the options.
No, go for it.
But that was that first option, going anywhere for a long-term deal. I don't know about Warriors for a long-term deal, but that's a possibility too. That's a fourth option, I guess, but not really. In my opinion, I just don't see it. A long-term deal with Golden State, I don't see it, especially after this injury.
Oh yeah.
Now, or he can sign with Golden State for a year with a player option again or something, and just Golden State could, would sign him for a big contract or something probably, or maybe I can't see a low one. I don't know, because if Golden State was smart, they would try and convince KD to do that for a year, but I don't think KD wants it, and I kind of think Golden State would
not even for like a year. You don't think so?
No, I think for a year but it'll be a big contract. Like, I don't think KD would want to take another pay cut.
Okay.
And then, like, regardless of the injury, and then I think it could potentially be a bad move on Golden State's part if they're going to risk all that money for KD, and then knowing that he's going to possibly leave after the next season. Could you imagine that if Golden State pays Durant for a year now, and then next season he dips? Like, that would not be good at all for the Warriors. And then third option, which is kind of like crazy, but it is a real option if this injury is really bad. He could just remain unsigned to a team, recuperate on his own with his personal people that he trusts and stuff at his home and stuff. And when he recoups from that, when he's good from that, then sign next year with a team as a free agent. Whenever you get healthy.
He just has a lot of options to think about, but I'm
yeah.
sure he's not even worried about it right now.
Well,
I don't know.
He's not worried about coming back to the finals.
I don't even think he's
play.
thinking about it. I think he's worried about his own health right now.
Well, yeah, but then that has to leave with free agency, though, because then it's determining, okay, your own health, can you play or can't you play?
Yeah.
If you can play, you have to go to an ideal situation. Like, God forbid, like you said he's going to New York for a doctor, right? Why? Why do you think that?
Going to the Knicks?
Possibly.
Why would he go all the way to New York?
Why is he have a New York doctor? Why are they sending him to New York? Now, it's not that because they're affiliated with the Knicks. It's just that KD is affiliated with New York. Like, KD wants to be in New York.
Yeah. So you think he still signs with the Knicks?
So I think he could potentially still sign with the Knicks because he wants to be in New York. Like, this doctor thing is kind of weird to me because he has to go somewhere where he'd be desired long term too for his health benefits, for life after basketball. Maybe he might pull a LeBron move to an actual place that actually might be good. I mean, the Lakers might be good too. Don't get me wrong, but LeBron just screwed up last season.
Yeah.
But the Lakers have, if they do it right, they have good plans for the future. But the Knicks too. But I don't know because I don't know what KD's gonna do. So, but I think he wants to be in New York. I think Golden State knows that too. But he also loves Golden State, but I don't think I don't know if he's gonna stay. But it's a hard decision because he's got a while to make that decision. He's got to the end of June. He has about
20 days.
Yeah. So
I think it's a big decision now for Kevin, and that injury definitely affected it. You're definitely everybody's 100% right on that. His injury is definitely gonna affect where
Oh,
he
no,
signs.
I'm saying he. Oh.
Yeah, where he signs, and like who
Yeah,
gives
yeah,
him
yeah.
like you said, is it
Yeah,
this
well, I was
injury?
only saying that it didn't affect it in the sense that no team wouldn't want him.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying now. Like every team's gonna throw out what they can, right?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be surprised if all 30 teams like offer him something
yeah,
that
definitely.
they can
Yeah.
because of what's happening.
Yeah.
What just happened last night.
Well, if he wants to talk to him, of course.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean.
But I never thought of that until you just said that, because I read that to you while we were getting set up that he was going to New York.
Yeah.
So like, why would he go to New York for a doctor? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
just fly a doctor out here.
Well,
Like,
yeah, that's what I was saying.
yes,
yeah.
but like wow, like now it's like, damn, he might be actually be going to the Knicks now because
Well,
he
it's a
wants
possibility.
he's going to New York because he feels comfortable there with that medical staff, whoever's there treating him right now,
Yeah.
with that doctor. When he flew all the way from the other side of the country to go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
while hurt.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's his doctor.
Yeah, but like he's in New York,
Yeah,
so
but
he
why
definitely
his
feels
doctor? Yeah.
he definitely feels comfortable there.
Yeah.
And if he feels comfortable there, he might as well just join the Knicks
Yeah.
while you're at it, right? He definitely won't. He'll play. I don't know. He might not play at all next season.
I don't know. It depends, but I don't think that's gonna affect whether.
No,
a team wants him or
definitely not. I was just thinking. There's just so. If he doesn't play, if he does play, it wouldn't be until like April.
Probably yeah.
Minimum.
Probably around. Well, if it's a torn Achilles.
If it's a torn Achilles,
Yeah.
which the GM of the
It
Warriors,
probably
Bob
is.
Myers, thinks it is,
Yeah.
and it looked bad.
Yeah. It looks pretty.
He couldn't even put pressure on it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he was in a boot, so I don't know what's gonna happen with him. It's kind of crazy.
There's just so much stuff that's going
Yeah.
on
It's pretty
with Kevin
wild.
Durant. I don't want him to leave.
He's
going to leave, but I
It's-
don't want him to leave.
DeMarcus is gonna leave because of his role. Durant's gonna leave because, I mean, as much as this is really an emotional roller coaster, I don't know how much this is gonna sway KD to stay. And also, I think KD wants out anyway. He wants to be in New York, so just because he's gonna do a LeBron thing, but he's actually gonna want to beat LeBron, and actually, he's not going to New York for anything else other than to play basketball in New York. He LeBron went to LA for other reasons than the NBA. He just went to LA. He picked the Lakers over the Clippers because it's the Lakers. Like, Durant wants to go to New York, wants to play for New York, wants to win a championship for New York, wants to be the guy to save New York. Durant wants to do it, and he can. It might take a while, but he's going to leave the Warriors because he didn't go to, he went to Golden State to validate himself as a player and win championships.
he did.
He was always on that list with Charles Barkley and John Stockton and Karl Malone on best players to never win championship. Allen Iverson, those type of guys. KD was always there.
Now he has 2 rings.
Now he's off that list. He has two rings
and 2
two-time Finals MVP. The reason why the best dynasty ever, arguably, is a dynasty is because of
Kevin Durant.
He validated it last night, showing up why he's the best, making everybody on the team better while
Does
he
that
didn't-
make him
he
best
didn't
in the
play.
league?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh my, he's the most valuable person in the league too. Kevin Durant. Like, it's insane. If he was on the Lakers, they arguably made the playoffs. Like, he's that good. Like, KD's that good. Like,
It's just
he's
crazy
that
not to
good.
put LeBron number 1.
well, it's only because how valuable KD is to this dynasty.
No, I
mean,
know.
without KD, Steph Curry only has 1 ring.
No, yeah.
He's the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
He's the reason why. He's literally the reason why this thing is a thing. This dynasty.
This
You know what I'm
three-peat
saying?
might happen. It's because of
He's-
Kevin Durant.
It's him. And I believe that if he played all that series with the way he played last night, he's Finals MVP.
No, yeah,
not
100%.
not a question.
Yeah.
Because without him, they don't even win.
Yeah.
Like, so that means just because of that and the fact that he actually did play and it's not even hypothetical, and you see it, he has to be Finals MVP, even if it's only 3 games.
Who's Finals MVP right now?
I would say Clay because I know you think it's Curry, but I'm saying Clay because Clay played more consistently on the this is one reason. Played way more consistently throughout this series offensively, shooting the ball, made less turnovers, shot the ball more efficient. And he's been playing better offensively. And not only offensively, he's playing better defensively, too. He's stealing the ball, being a hazard on defense.
He's giving Kawhi a little bit of trouble.
Being a pest on defense, exactly. Doubling in smart situations, stealing the ball, blocking the ball, forcing turnovers. He's playing great. Also, I told you that Klay Thompson's bench Klay Thompson's role in that Game 3 when they benched him and they didn't allow him to play because of that hamstring
That was a big
injury.
mistake.
Big mistake. It was going to bite them in the butt. Big mistake. And then they went down 3-1, and now he's back with KD, and look what happened. So I don't know what's going to happen now because they go back and Golden State, plus Toronto's done it twice. But Klay Thompson is Finals MVP because he's that valuable. It wouldn't have been 3-1. Maybe right now Golden State's up 3-2.
Instead of 3-1.
Because it would have been
Instead of down 3-2.
It would have been 2-2.
Yeah.
Golden State would have not lost both games at Oracle if they had Klay.
Mm-hmm.
They would have lost once that second game, but that first game maybe they win.
Yeah.
So it's like Klay's more valuable in these finals because he's playing a lot better on both sides of the ball, and because of that reason I just said when they benched him, he's Finals MVP right
and
now.
obviously it's Kawhi for the Raptors
Yeah.
if they win.
Yeah.
This Game 6 is
So then then the overall Finals MVP is Kawhi, but Klay for the Warriors.
Yeah, okay. And then it's just like this Game 6 not even a lock for the Warriors, like I said before.
Yeah.
Because they did it twice, like you said, and in Oracle.
Yeah.
This is the last game ever at Oracle Arena.
Yeah.
This place is going to be loud. If Toronto can pull out a win at Oracle against the dynasty, this
That'll be
dynasty,
Crazy.
that is one of the best.
You're ending the dynasty.
Kawhi's done it multiple times. He ended the Spurs dynasty, right?
Yeah. And Golden
And the
State.
Heat dynasty.
Golden State.
The Heat
That would be crazy.
and the Spurs.
Well, yeah, I think LeBron was leaving no matter what, but I know what you mean. But yeah, Kawhi's that good. Like, he's so good. If Kawhi wins these finals, he's the best.
I was about to ask you think he's the best in the league?
Then you can argue him or KD for number one. You got to put LeBron at 3. Because it has to be Kawhi or KD at number one.
Kawhi Leonard validated himself this postseason.
Yeah.
But, like, nobody looks at him until the finals because he wasn't flashy. Like, he's
not
a
flashy,
boring
yeah.
player, but he's good.
Yeah, like
He's
should have
so
been in the
good.
MVP voting, but Giannis was Giannis, and he was way more flashy. That's why.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm still nervous.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not a guarantee. And if I'm a Warrior fan, I would be nervous too. So I'm not gonna make a prediction right now because I still gotta think about it.
No, yeah.
I'll make a prediction on our next podcast.
Obviously, obviously I'm gonna say Warriors because I can't be like, nah, the Raptors got it. Like, it's over. All right, but that's it for this podcast. We'll have another one on Thursday before Game 6. So thank you everybody for watching, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Get In Line. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.